Okay, nice job. This is the final exercise in our beginner series, and I really want to congratulate you because, again, this is the hardest part. You're learning to use muscles that few of us ever get strong at all. And you're going to begin to feel a different sensation when you walk. You're going to feel a little taller. Maybe when you're sitting at your desk or in your car, you experiment with that long neck. Things are beginning to transform. There's beginning to be a new pattern in your body. And if there isn't yet, that's okay. Don't worry. I have something to actually tell you at this point. My learning process was very slow when I first learned Pilates. It took me 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks, to learn each exercise. And that was going into the gym, the Pilates studio every day, and just learning, just working on that one exercise that I was taught. My teacher, Mary Bowen, used to come up to me and she'd say, "You're ready for the next one. Let's move on." I'd say, "No, Mary, I'm overwhelmed right now. I've got to feel that this exercise is comfortable and in my memory before I can move on." So, take your time with this. And if you're not feeling comfortable yet, moving on to the intermediate routine, then that's fine. Stop and keep working on these until you're comfortable. And then I hope to see you in the intermediate series, because we're going to work on breathing patterns, fluid controlled movement. It's really, it gets to be a whole different exercise when you've memorized some of the movements, because the breathing becomes relaxed and much bigger. It's a whole different experience. So let's work on the cat right now. Now, I have to admit that the cat is not a classic Pilates exercise. It's not something that Joseph Pilates ever taught, but it's something that's been developed and fully embraced by the Pilates community as a great way to end all of your exercise routines, even if you're not doing Pilates. I know some people that start their day in the morning with this cat exercise because it really creates flexibility in the spine. It warms them up. It gets their lymph system working. It's quite marvelous. It's a great way to balance your energy. So let's do it. We begin, well, let me show you where we're headed as a goal. You begin in your child's pose, and you bring your spine up to the ceiling. I'm really rolling my spine up to the ceiling. And then I'm continuing the movement. I'm coming through and I'm reversing that spine toward the floor. And then I'm raising my spine to the ceiling again, rounding it as much as possible. Back to the beginning child's pose. And again, I'm reaching to the sky as high as I can with my spine, rounding it all the way. And then continuing my movement through. Okay? Okay, a couple things about this. You'll notice that I was moving my knees, my feet, my hands a little bit, because the placement of your hands and knees and feet does not matter. It's this movement of the spine from one extreme curve to the other extreme curve. In fact, let's begin here with this. I love to break this down into two images. One is the scared cat. Imagine a scared cat where its spine is really arched to the sky, head down. And then old horse, where the spine is reaching to the floor, head up. Okay, so let's go from one image to the other. Scared cat to old horse. To scared cat to old horse. And just breathe naturally. We're going to put a beautiful pattern in there later on. Just do that a couple of more times. Old horse, scared cat, one extreme arch to the other extreme arch of the back. Okay, and each time you're creating a little bit more flexibility. You're stretching it a little bit. You're pushing it a little bit. Okay? Okay? Now let's put this together. So we're going to start in our child's pose, which incidentally is a wonderful way to relax your spine. Okay? And we're going to start by reaching the spine to the ceiling. As much of a curve as you can get out of your spine right now. And continue to move forward into the Cobra Pose Yoga. Okay. And then once again reach that spine to the ceiling, Scared Cat, down to the beginning position, and right back up. Reach that spine to the ceiling, and come through to the Old Horse, reaching the spine to the floor. Reach that spine to the ceiling, and back to the beginning position. Just work on the form, and breathe naturally. Breathe as much and as deeply as you can. Okay, nice job. Congratulations. Now, I hope you'll join me for the intermediate session, because again, we do many more exercises. We do breakthrough breathing, controlled fluid motion. It's really a whole new level of Pilates that's absolutely delightful and works your body harder, really starts to work on the foundation of strength that you're building now at the beginning level. We increase that tremendously. And I'll see you in the intermediate session. Take care.